Hey friends, it's Lachlan here from Focal. On today's How to Get the Most Out of Focal episode, I'm really excited to talk all about the Focal mini session feature and show you how it's really easy to start offering things like Christmas minis, fall family sessions, or couples minis during engagement season. This is all really easy to do with the Focal system. You can create a mini session package, set up time slots, and then create a landing page with a link that you can send to clients where they can book and pay automatically through your website. And this can all be done in under 5 minutes. So I'm really excited to dive into it, show you all the ins and outs, and also give you some business suggestions on how to run effective mini sessions. So let's dive right into it. First off, I want to thank my friend Kristen Carruthers of Ooh Darling. I'm featuring some of her images here. She is an awesome family and newborn photographer here in Victoria, BC. She's taught me tons about what goes into newborn photography. Who knew all the training that you have to go through to be an effective newborn photographer, to be essentially a baby whisperer, to essentially, make sure your studio is the right temperature so that you can get the babies falling asleep really quickly. So all of her photos here I'm featuring in this video, and I want to thank her for that. This, of course, is a demo website, so not Ooh Darling's actual website. All right, we're going to dive right into the Focal booking system backend here, and I'm going to go into the packages tab and show you how easy it is to actually just create a mini session right now. So we're going to create a mini session here from scratch. And for the question here, how do you want your clients to book your package? We are, of course, going to pick mini session. We're going to dive right into the package here, and we're going to write Christmas mini session as the title. Another thing you can also do is you can put in like your locations. If you want to do like Victoria, I've seen this be really effective for SEO because people will pretty much be Googling Christmas mini session Victoria during the holidays, and that can work really effectively to show up in Google search. I'll remove that for now though, just for the sake of this video. Next, we're going to customize the package URL. So this is just the URL. Of course, we don't want all those numbers and characters in there, so we're just going to put in Christmas mini as the package URL slug, and so that'll just make it so it's like oohdarling.com/package/Christmas mini, and it looks a lot nicer when you might be sharing that link on things like social media or emailing it to clients. Next, we're going to set the duration of the mini session to 20 minutes here, and the location here will be Ooh Darling Studio. You can also share kind of a Google Maps location here, or maybe your address of your studio or wherever you are doing the mini session so your clients know where they should go after booking. Next, we're going to add in some dates. I'm going to choose this Saturday and then Sunday as the dates for this mini, and we will set up our working time. So we want this mini session to go from let's say 11 all the way until 4, and there'll be a 10-minute gap. So that's just like the gap between the sessions. So you have a bit of a break. You can choose that, but we're going to do a 10-minute gap here and then generate the slots. So there we have all of our mini session slots. We can have a look at them, and for example, if we want to have a lunch break or something, we can delete a few of the slots to customize exactly what the slots are. So there we go. We'll save that and make some more slots here. I'll do 10:15 to 3. No break on Sunday. We're making lots of money. Awesome. So we got the slots in there. That's perfect. We're going to put a price, $300. This retainer value here is how much you want the clients to pay right when they're going to the mini session page and booking. So $300 will have them paying the whole amount of the session all up front. If you were to set it to something like $150, then they would only pay that $150 kind of as the first half, and then you could remind them using the Focal reminder feature to pay that second half later. But for this mini session, I'm going to do $300. I recommend, if you're running minis, just have them pay up front. It makes it easier, especially if you're doing a lot, then you don't want to have to chase them down for those second payments. You can also create add-ons here. So I've got a little Santa add-on, which I'll put there. So say, for example, this mini session was going to have Santa as an option to show up. You could add that in, for example. You can also do things like extra photos or prints, whatever you like. This question here is just a question that's going to come up in the booking form. So if there's anything you want to know from your clients when they're booking, you can put that here. So I like to ask, let me know how many people are coming to the session. Perfect. Awesome, so that's all good. Now the next thing to do is we're going to go ahead and add in some images. We're going to go into the images here, and we're going to grab some of Kristen's awesome Christmas mini sessions photos here. You're going to love this. These are her holiday box sessions. They're essentially these cool composites she does in studio, just like this, where it's great for kids and stuff and a lot of fun. She stitches a bunch of images together into this cute little holiday box. So cool for like Christmas cards, things like that. It's such an awesome idea. I'm going to list some of the things that are included. So 10 high resolution photos, we'll say online gallery for viewing and download. I'll even say this is shareable. Everyone likes that. Optional Santa. Santa is an optional add-on. There we go, perfect. And there we have that. So I'm gonna just quickly save just to make sure we don't lose any of that progress. Oh, I forgot to add a description. So we'll jump in here and we're gonna generate a little description for this package using the Focal AI package generator. So let's see. Oh, perfect, capture the magic of the holiday season. Looks great. We'll save that here. Awesome, fantastic. I'm gonna back out now and we're gonna publish this package. If you publish right to the portfolio, that's gonna make it show up on the pricing page, and I'll just show you what that looks like here. So if I go to the pricing page, now we have the Christmas mini. If you wanted to hide this from your pricing page, say you're just doing Christmas minis but privately, or just only advertising them by email and don't want them on the website, you can make them private. And what that does is it allows the page to be reached by the link here. So you can share this on social or by email or however you want, and people can still access that page, but then it won't actually show up on the website. So handy little feature there. Great, so now I'm gonna walk you through the steps for how a client might actually go ahead and book these mini sessions. A couple things to take care of in your Focal backend. Just want to point out that the mini session feature is only available on core and all you need plans. So make sure you're on a core and all you need plan so that you have the mini session option available. And the other thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your Stripe account is connected. So you need that in order for clients to be able to pay automatically when they're going to book. So now we're going to step kind of into the shoes of the client. So let's pretend that I'm Lachlan and I'm booking Kristen for a mini session this holiday season. I'm really excited. I'm going to go in through her package here, and let's pretend I'm booking her. So I'll just put in my name. I'm Lachlan. Here's my phone number, and there are 5 people coming to the session. Can't wait. And of course I want Santa, so I'm going to add Santa to cart. That's going to increase the balance of this booking, and the taxes are automatically included in there, which is nice and easy for Kristen. So I'm just going to book now, or pay now, and that's going to create this booking. So it says booking created successfully, and then we are now at checkout. Before I go ahead and actually pay, I want to kind of point out a couple things that are unique about the Focal booking system and the mini session feature that are really advantageous to you as the photographer. So something that happens really often is client will go into a mini session. This is with all purchases. Like, how many times have you like gone to buy something on a website, you hit add to cart, you get to checkout, and then you're like, I don't know where my credit card is or something. A lot of people will abandon checkout. And so what happens with the Focal mini sessions is the booking kind of happens in 2 stages. So when I clicked pay, what actually happened is the booking was created. So if I go to Kristen's booking dashboard here, you're gonna see that there's a booking already created for that 11 a.m. time slot for this mini session. But it hasn't been paid yet. And the advantage here for you is that, see, it's unpaid. The advantage here for you is that you won't lose clients that might have gone to checkout and then abandoned. So what this does is it allows you to follow up with these clients. So say they hit book, they couldn't find their credit card, they get distracted by their kids or something happens and they don't end up actually checking out. A couple things happen automatically. So the first thing here is that a payment reminder gets automatically generated by your Focal system. So this is for tomorrow. And essentially what it'll say is, hey Lachlan, you forgot to pay for the mini session that you booked. Click here to complete your booking. So they'll get like an email. I'll just show you. They'll get an email that just looks like this over here. And essentially this is just like an email reminder that's saying like, hey, you haven't booked or you haven't paid yet. So come back, pay for your session, complete your booking. So this allows you to not like lose out on those clients in case they abandon checkout. Most of your clients are just going to go through the whole process. They are just going to check out, pay, and you'll be good. You'll have a bunch of bookings in your manager that are paid. But in this case, if somebody does abandon checkout, what you can do is you can say, hey Lachlan, you can maybe send them an email or call them, say, hey Lachlan, it looks like you didn't finish paying for your mini session. Do you still want to book it? And then that gives Lachlan me an option to finish up the booking if I want to. If I ghost or say, oh, sorry, I did that by accident, then it's easy for you to go back into the mini session and unbook Lachlan. So what I could do here is I could go back into the mini session, go back to the time slots here, and see this one is booked for Lachlan. I can unbook this one by marking it available, and then I could cancel that booking if I wanted. So what this does is essentially, like I was mentioning, gives you the option to follow up with clients that are clearly showing interest in booking you. So back to the checkout. Let's just finish checking out here. I'll just put in the fake credit card information. Sorry, you can't steal this. This is just the test checkout information. And so now I'm gonna hit pay. Perfect. So now I've been booked in to the session. So you'll see full amount has been paid, $420, invoice paid, the booking is completed. Kristen would have received a payment. Yep, here we go. Payment receipt here. So she's got a receipt that Lachlan has paid. There's a little email receipt. Great. So that's sort of how the booking process works. So most clients are just going to go, they're going to click the session, they're going to go ahead, fully book, checkout. But it gives you full control in your Focal backend system to kind of keep track of those people that maybe didn't pay, follow up. Like I was mentioning too, these bookings that are created come with an automatic reminder for the next day, because sometimes people get distracted. You just remind them the next day, hey, you forgot to pay, and they'll go ahead and finish up the booking. All right, a couple more advanced topics in the mini session booking system. I want to go back to the package and show you. So what Focal does is it actually gives you full control over the time slots. And this is really important because some photographers like to essentially book off more of the time slots. So say, for example, I wanted to make my mini sessions look a little bit more kind of scarce. They want to control some of the sessions. So what I might do here is I might book off these time slots to show that there's not as many left, if that makes sense. So going back to the Christmas package here. Oh, sorry, wrong link. Christmas mini, I think it was. Here we go, Christmas mini. Here we go. What I might do is like book some slots off. So maybe like, I might just book these slots from 10 until 2 and then open up more later if they get booked up. So that's something you can also do with the mini sessions, is you can control these slots manually through the package. One other thing to be very cognizant of when you're using the Focal mini sessions is that the mini session time slots here, we want to give you manual control over them. And so just be aware that, for example, say I decided I wanted to rebook. So say Lachlan says, hey, you know what, 11 isn't great for me. I would prefer 11:30. And so say Kristen goes and actually updates the time on this booking to 11:30. Go all the way to 11:30. Can also do it through here. My goodness, sorry. There we go, 11:30. So say I wanted to rebook and I was like, hey, Kristen, 11 isn't great. Have something come up. Is there a way I can rebook for 11:30? Well, it's easy for her to update the session through here. And so she can save and update my booking. So if we go back to the client portal page, sorry, not the right link here. Here we go. If we go back to the client portal page, you'll see now this booking is 11:30. So just something to be very aware of with the booking system is that the bookings in your booking manager are not connected to the package time slots. So you'll notice here, if I go back to the package information, you'll see that we still have 11 booked because Lachlan initially booked 11. And so what Kristen would want to do in this case is mark that one as available and then go and close off 11:30. You have to be careful here because if a client moves or you manually change the time of a booking, it's not going to automatically update the time slots here. And so what could happen if we forget to do that is, here I'll just get rid of those changes. What could happen is that Lachlan has been moved to 11:30, and so Kristen has a booking here at 11:30. But then what happens is that time slot is still available on the package page. And so then it could result in a double booking. So anytime you change manually someone's booking time, you're going to want to go back into the time slots and just like mark that one booked and then mark the other one available again. And then now we can save and we'll refresh and you'll see that the time slots have updated. So yeah, 11:30 is now booked, 11 is available. And this just gives you finite control over what time slots you want to be offering. Like I said, you might be a photographer that wants to kind of open time slots up on a rolling basis. So maybe you do the morning slots, make them available. After they're booked up, then you can unbook all the afternoon slots and people can book in there. And then you don't have like bookings, one at 11, one at 1, one at 2 throughout the day. Ideally, you want to have them all back to back. It's the least amount of effort for the most amount of money. So I just want you to be very cognizant of that when you're using the Focal mini sessions, and can be very aware of the time slots being separate from the booking manager there. So there you have it. That is the overview of how to get the most out of Focal mini sessions. Excited to see the mini sessions you guys create. If you ever want somebody to look over them for you or get some advice on how to run effective mini sessions, feel free to send the link to your package to contact@bookfocal.com. We're always happy to give you some advice, look over what you're doing, and help you run profitable mini sessions. Christmas is around the corner, so jump on it and have a look at how you can make some extra money before the holidays. Cheers.